friends, welcome to my channel Learn to Sign with Joanna. Today we are going to do thinking in pictures, being descriptive, and last but not the least, we're going to have a sample conversation with a deaf friend to see how she, in her natural signing, applies these 2 points. Okay? Thinking in pictures. Now, this is not a new concept. Every one of us thinks in pictures at some point in time. For example, if I was to ask you to think of the most memorable time in your life, what would you think of? There you go. You just thought of a beautiful place or a wonderful time that you spent with your friend or family or something similar. When you were thinking that, you were actually thinking in pictures. You were thinking in images. You were thinking with emotions and feelings. And that is what we need in sign language. More of it will do the job. Okay? Then second, we have being descriptive. Now, being descriptive means what? Just like thinking in pictures, we all tend to be descriptive, or at least we used to be at some point in time, but now most of us have become just a bit too lazy to describe anything. For example, whenever you lost anything, say your phone or your shirt, and then you asked your friend or family member, have you seen my shirt anywhere? And then they say, oh well, it's in your cupboard or wardrobe, and just check on the top right corner. How often do they say that? Do they specify exactly where it is, or do they just say, oh, it's just in your cupboard somewhere, or it's just there on the table, or it's just there, it's here, or underneath, or they don't really specify anything these days. However, if you remember describing a stranger who might have knocked on your door or rung the doorbell, and you say, oh well, he was tall, he was stout, he had a moustache, he had a dark complexion or fair complexion, he had long hair, short hair. So those are the descriptions that we need. So I want you to be observant in your everyday life. See the shape of things, see the actions involved in doing something, so that you are able to describe it. Now we will consider few signs that are completely based on description and thinking in pictures. Well, remember, both description and thinking in pictures go hand in hand, because without imagination, description is not possible. Now let's take a few examples. But before we do, let's review what we are required to look for in these examples. Okay? So first off, think in pictures. Second, observe so that you can describe. Observe what is the parts, the shape, the details in that pic. And third, we are going to see the action that is involved in the word. I will not give detail about this third one. You will come to know about it as we look at these examples. Great? So first off, we have morning, afternoon, and evening. Now, for morning, let's have a look at the pic. If you notice, the sun is rising. So imagine this is your plane, that is your landscape, and you have the sun here. So this is like morning, one form of morning, and the other morning is morning. So the sun rises, morning. From your right hand shape, it's just open. Morning. And then this is afternoon, so morning, afternoon, and then this is evening. So the sun is setting down, morning, afternoon, evening. Now let's do it without the hand. Morning, afternoon, evening. Great. So you see, you observe, and then you first you think in pictures, you observe the details in it, and then thirdly you see the action. What was the action? Action was the sun rises in the morning, it's on top in the afternoon, and it sets in the evening. So if you were to say, hey, good morning, how would you say it? You would say hi, good morning, or morning, good. But mostly we use good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay. Next we've got bus, car, and a scooter. Now we'll look at a bus. Now if you notice, the steering wheel of a bus is big. It's bigger than a car. And that is one way of describing or signing a bus. So bus sign is, so imagine you are holding a steering wheel, a huge steering wheel. So see the angle of my hand? It's not like this. It is not like this. It has an angle. And so steer the wheel. This is your bus. The other sign for a bus is the steering wheel and long. So a bus is long. And if you want to say a big bus, big, and bus, small. So this is a bus, small. Great. Next we go to car. Now bus for the steering wheel, how would we do a car? First, pick of a car. So a car is also done the same way with the steering wheel, except we don't know the car steering wheel is not this big, it is smaller. It's a car. It's simple. If you know how to describe actions or objects, you can do it. And then we've got a scooter. A scooter, how do we drive a scooter or ride a scooter? Like this. So this is a scooter. Again, scooter. Okay? Great. In case of a bus and car, we didn't really pay attention to the outside details and description except when we had to define or explain the size of it. But so when do we use description in terms of details? Well, if you are to say a book, how does a book open? What does a book look like? Is it a fat book? Is it a thin book? So take an example of a big fat book. It would be book. And then you open. Now the action, open. Think of a big fat book, what it looks like. Hold it and think about the action, that is to turn the pages. That's what we do with a book. And then to sign. Now we have a magazine. A magazine is thin and it's flexible. And so that is your magazine. If you want, you can even open the magazine. T, that is your child, is its finger and your thumb. Bring them close to each other and then do as if you're picking up a cup of tea and drinking. Tea. So, tea. Now let's do an exercise. Try and sign your day's activity from morning till now. And as an example, I'll sign what I did. Okay? I won't speak. hope you understood these signs. If you did not, you can have a look at the previous lessons in my channel. They have all the signs. So most of these signs were natural. So if I can sign them naturally, so can you. And natural sign language is the best form of sign language because any deaf from any part of the world can understand you. And Indian Sign Language is very natural. So before we close with the lesson, we have a surprise or a bonus video that will explain how we can sign naturally. So this is my deaf friend, her name is Supriya, and sign name is. So she will be explaining what she did during the day. I hope you liked the video with Supriya and this entire lesson. And if you notice, Supriya signed very naturally. So what is Indian Sign Language? It is a very natural form of sign language and anybody can do it. So can you. How to do it? Keep in mind, think in pictures, be descriptive, and thirdly, most importantly, pay attention to the actions involving the object or the person whom you are signing. Okay? See you soon. Until then, please like and subscribe to stay tuned to more lessons coming soon. Thank you for watching lesson 5. Now up next for lesson 6, I need your help. I need some suggestions and say if there are any words that you want to know in sign language. Please write them down in the comment section. I'll have a look at them and include them in my next video. Also, if you have any suggestions that you can give to improve my videos or anything that you'd like to say for the videos, please feel free to comment below.